The goal of public health is to ensure health and wellness to every population. This means you have equal access to food, healthcare, education, and any basic needs that a human needs to live.
Our first stop today will be URI's Health Services. Here, students don't only come here when they're sick, but they can come here for health screenings, vaccines, and urgent care. Open 7 days a week, located 6 Butterfield Road, students will find a staff dedicated to their well-being. The mission of health services is to keep students healthy in order to prevent outbreaks and to keep them on track for their education.
So the next thing that displays public health on campus is the URI shuttles. The URI shuttles are super beneficial because they're free to any student or any paying member of the URI campus. They come to every lot. They can take you to your class, to the gyms, anything. I'm sure if you've been on campus, you've seen them around in one way or another. Displays public health because it allows for any student of any social economical class to have the same access and the same rights. It's really beneficial when you're a commuter parking in Plains or parking somewhere far and you need to get to class, but it's cold out or it's raining or it's snowing. It allows for the health of all students to be able to have a warm, safe way to get to class. Another thing that URI offers is roadie safe rides. This is super beneficial for when you're like working late on campus or you went out or something like that, so you're not walking alone to your dorm or to your car at night. This is accessible to any URI student as well, which also displays public health because it's ensuring that any student, no matter what, again, is still getting the same kind of healthy ways to get home in safe places and with safe people. The URI shuttles run Monday through Friday, so any day of the week during class times you can go take the shuttle. Roadie Safe Ride usually runs later at night and usually stops around 1 a.m., but depending on circumstances, sometimes they'll run a little later. I find these super beneficial because it makes me feel safe when navigating campus, and I know that I have these resources accessible to me, and I feel like this is a super beneficial way to demonstrate public health amongst the community.
Next is our Fitness and Wellness Center, open 7 days a week just across from the Hope Commons Center. Here, students can utilize resources including personal training, group exercise as shown below, and wellness programs. Students having access to these resources promotes a culture of well-being, in addition prevents future health problems. A huge aspect to public health is prevention through a healthy lifestyle.
Okay, one thing that displays public health in everyday life as a college student is the URI Free Farmers Market. As we know, produce and nutritious valued foods is at a very high price right now in grocery stores, and as college students, you're dealing with a lot of other financial things, so it's harder to actually afford the foods that are healthier for you. So the URI Free Farmers Market allows for students to access nourishing fruits and vegetables and other homegrown foods, which is really beneficial because it allows for kids to actually still be getting those nutritious foods even if they can't necessarily afford them. This shows public health because it's available to the entire college population. I use it because obviously, if I'm being offered free nutritious foods, I would take that instead of going and spending a ton of money on that. It's every Thursday on the quad from 11:30 to 1 and 2:30 to 4 at Tutel. This is their Instagram where they post what they have left on their stories, or if there's any changes, if there's a reschedule due to weather or anything. You can see kind of what their mission is, what their message is, and it's accessible because it's just on social media, so it's kind of available to the entire population.
Located in Roosevelt Hall, we have our counseling center. Here, students can find therapy, crisis support, and different workshops, meaning students don't have to go through everyday stress, anxiety, and even emergencies alone. Mental health is a critical component to public health. A stronger, happier community benefits us all.